Alright, welcome back to my yoga channel still. I missed you guys. Sorry I haven't put up a video in a while. I've been very busy, but I'm excited because today is not only for my people that are working on knock-knee correction, this is also for a stress relief. So if some of you don't know, I also do yoga for trauma recovery. So a lot of the work that I do is really deliberate, really slow, really intentional, and yes, it's going to change the way that your body looks, but more than anything, it's going to change the way that you relate to your body and your ability to be present in your skin. So this is a short little flow just to get back into it. Like I said, this is great for those of you who are interested in working on strength around your hips and knees, which will help with knock knees as well as flat feet. All right, let's do it. Come into a comfortable seat. We'll begin this practice with our breathing. So when you come into a comfortable seat, this is going to look different for everybody. Some people can't get their knees down on the ground. That's totally fine. If you want to sit up on a blanket or a pillow to bring your hips higher than your knees, that's a good idea. It feels great. So we'll begin with a 3-part breath. As we inhale through the nose, we'll imagine we're filling our torso up, which we actually are, filling our lungs up. But just imagine that that air is coming all the way down to the belly. You can feel the belly expand, and then you'll feel the ribs, and then the chest. So this is a 3-part breath. The inhale is 3 parts, the exhale is 3 parts. Inhale, low belly, inhale, ribs, inhale, chest. Exhale, chest, exhale, ribs, exhale, belly. That's what we're doing. All right, let's do it together. Exhale all the air out of you. Shake out any tension from your day. Relax your face. And inhale, low belly. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, chest. Feel yourself grow taller. Exhale, chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, belly. Beautiful. Slow it down. Inhale, belly. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, chest. Exhale, chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, belly. Inhale, belly. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, chest. Feel the collarbones expand. Maybe you sit up a little taller, tuck the chin. Exhale, chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, belly. Inhale, low belly. Inhale, ribs. Inhale, chest. Exhale, chest. Exhale, ribs. Exhale, belly. Awesome. Allow your breathing to relax, coming back to your natural ebb and flow. If your eyes are closed, go ahead and open them and look down at your left hand. Turn your palm face up, and then the right palm face up. Begin to nod the head yes, and then shake the head no. Sometimes we rush through our workouts and our postures because we have an idea of what we want to look like, but the actual beauty of this practice is that if we're present, if we stick with it, not for the end goal, eventually our body surprises us when we are present with it because we're able to do things we never thought we were able to do. Beautiful. All right, place the right hand on the ground, left hand goes up overhead. Big stretch in the left side body. Bring the left palm over top of the left ear. Make sure you're not dropping through the neck, but keeping it up. And on an exhale, you're going to spread the left fingertips forward towards the right wall, towards the right side of the room. And exhale, sweep the fingertips down. Right hand comes above the right ear. Same thing on this side. Inhale deeply. Exhale, right fingertips reach towards the left side of the room. Maybe you press out of that left hand that's on the ground to get more of a stretch in the side body. And exhale. Beautiful. Warming up. Okay, we're going to come onto your hands and knees. Alright, so we're in our tabletop. Knees are directly underneath of your hips. Hands are directly underneath of your shoulders. Claw through the fingertips. Take pressure off of the wrist by engaging through the belly. And lift the knees 1 inch up off of the ground, pressing into the tops of the feet. Stretching through the front of the shins. And exhale. Drop the knees, but keep the pressure that you just had in your feet as you look up towards the sky. Cow pose. Exhale. Round the upper back body towards the sky. Curl the tailbone towards the heels or towards the backs of the knees. Look at your knees. And inhale. Drop the belly. Press into the tops of the feet. Maybe you lift your knees up just for a second so that you can feel that pressure in the tops of the feet, because that's what you want through the entire body. Everything that's touching the ground is pressing into the earth as firmly as possible. The muscles of the body are working. Exhale, round the upper back body towards the sky. Cat pose, like a Halloween cat. Beautiful. Awesome. Curl the toes under and walk your hands back as you sit back on your heels. Sit up straight. And just notice what's happening in your body. Notice where your mind is going. Notice if you have placed expectations on this practice and on yourself. And notice them and let them go. And get back into what's actually happening on the mat. If you're starting to feel cramping in the feet, notice what's happening in the toes, what's happening in the stomach. Notice without placing judgment. And if judgment comes, that's natural, that's fine. Just notice it and come back to the breath. Come back to the sensations in the body, the feeling in the toes, what's happening in the arches of the feet. That's not just yogi talk, that's actually what is going to help you make this practice even deeper. Not just on a spiritual level, but on a physical level. Go ahead and slide your hands back onto the mat. Uncurl the toes. We're going to go right back into the hovering table where we press the tops of the feet into the ground and lift the knees up. Beautiful. Place them back down. Bring the big toes to touch, knees as wide as your yoga mat. Place the right hand in the center of the mat. Exhale everything out and inhale. Reach the left fingertips towards the sky. Feel the energy moving up through that right arm, all the way through the chest, through the clavicle. Shoulder blades are moving together behind you. Exhale. Switch sides. Left hand comes down. And on an inhale, right fingertips go up towards the sky. Press up out of that hand so that you feel the entire arm working, as if the energy is going all the way up. Shoulder blades are moving together. You feel an opening in the collarbones, in the chest. Exhale. Right hand comes down. Beautiful. Slowly walk the hands forward slightly, and then press up out of the ground so that the knees are lifting. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Find your down dog. Pedal it out here. If you feel like your back is coming too much forward, really bend your knees so that you can straighten through the back. Your heels do not have to touch the ground. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Whatever happening in the brain right now, notice it and stay present. Don't let it take you off the mat. Feel your pinky, your ring finger, your middle finger, your pointer finger, and your thumb on the ground. Press each fingerprint into the earth. Exhale, drop the knees down. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale. Uncurl the toes and come back to sit on your feet. Awesome. Now we're going to move straight into our tabletop once again. This time, we're going to send the left foot out, tap the left toes down on the ground, and you're just going to do baby pulses here. Try and keep your back as straight as possible. Don't drop between the shoulder blades. Your hands are working. Fingertips are planted into the earth. Baby pulses. Tapping the left toe down. Top of the right foot is pressed into the ground. And then hover here. Now maybe you lift the right knee up off the ground. If that's not happening, just the intention of lifting it is going to send so much energy through your body. So even if you can't get that right knee up off the ground, pressing into the top of the right foot, just try. You're going to feel it turn on the right thigh. One more breath here, lift it, or lowered, but pressing into that top of the right foot, and exhale, lower it down. Beautiful. Take a second here to wiggle it out. Remember the breath. Deep, even breaths, filling each of those three chambers, the low belly, the ribs, and the chest. And then exhaling the same way. One more breath, just like that. Awesome. We're moving into the other side. So you're going to lift the right leg up, straighten it behind you, and just begin to do baby pulses. Try to keep the upper back body lifted so you're not collapsing between the shoulder blades. Awesome. Breathing here. Two more pumps. 1, 2. Keep that leg lifted straight out behind you. Toes flex back towards the knee. Press into the top of the left foot. Lift the left knee up off the ground. Breathe here. 3 more breaths just like this. If your knee is not lifted but it's pressing into the ground, you're doing it. You're doing it right. 1 more breath here. Exhale, lower it down. Awesome. Curl the toes under, send the hips back, sit on your heels, and we're just going to give your wrist a break. Flex the fingertips towards the sky, just like you were doing in your tabletop position, except without having any pressure on the ground. You're going to rotate the wrist one way and then the other. On an exhale, drop them. Limp wrist. Give it to me. Maybe you bring your right hand to the front of your left hand and just work those fingertips back towards your chest, stretching through the fingers. Maybe you give your hand a little bit of a massage. And then the same thing on the other side. Already generating so much heat. Awesome. Come up off of the toes. If that was hurting you, sorry, I forgot we had that. All right, we're going to come back into our comfortable seat, except this time we're going to bring the left heel in, right heel behind it. This is Siddhasana. And we're going to fold forward. Come down onto your elbows. If you cannot reach your forehead onto the ground in front of you, that's totally fine. Relax the muscles of the face, the muscles of the eyebrows, the brow bone, around the eyes. As you inhale, notice the skin of the back body expanding. Notice where you might be holding. And on the exhale, try and sink a little deeper forward. Your right hip is going to be talking to you right now as you're stretching through that right hip. If you want, if your forehead can come to your fist, so you're going to stack your fist, you can rest your forehead on top of that, allowing your neck to relax a little bit more in this forward fold. Awesome. Go ahead and drag your hands back up. And this time, I'm going to turn so you can see me. You're going to place your left hand behind you, fingertips pointed towards your butt, and right fingertips are going to come behind you doing the exact same thing. So you're placing your hands on the mat behind you, fingertips pointing towards your butt. Bend through your elbows, and then straighten them, bringing your shoulder blades towards one another. Tuck your chin, and breathe here. Press into your pinky and your thumb on both hands evenly, so you can feel that stretch in the forearm. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift the hips up, rolling up onto your knees. So you're stretching through the front body, and feel the hip creases pointing forward. Stretching through your arms. Don't clench your butt, but definitely be engaged through the muscles of the thighs and the butt. One more breath, look up. Exhale, lower down. Come up off of the wrist. You're going to go right into placing them in front of you so that the top of the wrist is on the ground. And if this is really painful for you, just keep the fingers on the ground like you're about to crack your knuckles, and you don't have to put any weight in them. Just allow them to grow heavy here and relax. If you want a little more stretch, and you can press into the tops of your hands, you can reverse that stretch by pressing into them. Awesome. Come up off the hands, and you're going to switch your feet. So now the right heel comes in towards the pelvis, left foot behind it, or in front of it, actually. Inhale deeply, and exhale. Begin to walk the palms forward, come onto your elbows. Rock side to side here. And breathe. Remember that 3-part breath. Feeling the belly expand, feeling the ribs expand, feeling the upper back body and the shoulders and neck expand as you inhale. And exhale. Feel the skin retract as you breathe out. You might want to take your fists one on top of the other, or if your forehead comes to the mat, just slowly make your way down. Feeling that stretch in the left hip crease. Breathing evenly into both legs, into your pelvis, into your back. Beautiful. Slowly begin to walk your hands up. Keep your chin tucked. And then feel each vertebrae straighten as you sit up straight. Move your elbows back along your ribs. And then, same thing as last time, place the hands behind the back. Fingers pointing towards your butt. Bend the elbows, bring the shoulder blades towards one another. And then straighten through the arms. Tuck the chin. Look up towards the third eye, or just look up towards, the wall in front of you. I'm just burping. It's fine. Where the wall and the ceiling meet, just make eye contact with that. That's generally where you would be looking up to, so not straight up. All right. When you are ready, you're going to lift the hips up and roll up onto the knees. Hip points shine forward. You're not clenching through the butt, but the butt is engaged. Thighs are engaged. Breathe here. 3 more breaths. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. 1 more breath. And come on down. Beautiful job. All right. So that's it for this practice. That's all. If you want more, you can come all the way down onto your back. Hold on to your knees and allow your feet to dangle. You can take a supine twist. Arms as cactus. Drop the knees to the left. Lift the head and look to the right. Take a couple breaths there. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Come back through center and drop the knees to the right. Look to the left. And always lift your head and look to the left. You're going to get the best stretch that way. Two more breaths there. And that's it. Bring your knees up through center and allow your feet to go out long. Wiggle the feet from side to side and allow the entire body to relax. Great job, guys. You did it. That's it. Thank you for practicing with me, and namaste. Also, if you really want like a full body scan after that, I will link below a 5-minute meditation and body scan that helps you really decompress and enjoy what it feels like to have your body working, and then what it feels like to relax and let it go. All right. Love you guys. Have a good day. Subscribe for more.